All right, back to the Reason Party bag of dirty tricks. Now, a couple of episodes ago, we spoke about a very sleazy, dirty trick used by the Reason Party, actually taking the names of other entities and redirecting those names, as in domain names, back to their website. Now, they did it to David Limbrick and they did it to reignitedemocracy.com.au. Now, the presumption we have is that it is a cheap and underhanded way of redirecting traffic to their website, okay? Now, this is something that we're still looking into. As far as I'm concerned, it appears to me as alleged intellectual property theft, using someone else's name and brand in order for a personal gain, or a gain for the party, I should say. Now, it actually goes beyond what we spoke about last time. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Just let me open up my browser. All right, so this was a story here published in Sunraysia Daily. Reason Party's domain name saga extends beyond 3 MPs. Okay, the story was republished here, reposted by Reignite Democracy Australia, and it was written by Matt Taylor. I'm going to read to you a little bit here, and you can tell me what you think about it. To me, it just seems cheap, underhanded, and basically this is what the Chinese Communist Party does. Taking the intellectual property from other corporations or individuals and using it for their own personal net gain. Check this out. I'm going to read to you. The Reason Party's morally corrupt creation of websites under rival politicians' domain names has run further than just 3 Victorian Nationals MPs. Sunraysia Daily can reveal the full extent of Reason's website blitz against its political rivals earlier this year. We broke the story on Friday that a staffer in Reason leader Fiona Pattern's office had bought the domain names of Nationals leader Pete Walsh and 2 of his colleagues, Emma Keeley and Danny O'Brien, in response to the Nats doing the same thing to its now former coalition partner, member for Mildura, Ali Cupper. All right. But the staffer didn't stop there. He also bought up the domain names of 3 other Victorian upper house MPs of different stripes, as well as Reignite Democracy Australia. Stuart Grimley, Darren from the Darren Hinch Justice Party, Liberal Matthew Bark and Liberal Democrat David Limbrick all had their domain names bought by the Reason staffer. Says here, quote, this is from Mr. Grimley, I found out about this at the end of last sitting week, just over a week ago, when I was having a few drinks with a couple of other crossbenchers. It's misleading, it's deceptive, morally corrupt, and it's just not on. Well, it's just not on, and it's exploitation, and it's trying to capitalize off the hard work other people have done for their own gain. It's basically, in my view, no different than walking into somebody's home and stealing someone's personal possessions and then using them for your own benefit. He said that he tried to call Fiona about it, but she hasn't gotten back to me. Surprise, surprise. Miss Patton confirmed she received the message from Mr. Grimley, but she was in New Zealand. So she was in New Zealand, she couldn't do anything about it. And I guess according to Fiona Patton, it's probably no big deal. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. The dirty tricks of the Reason Party just seem to be adding up more and more. Of course, Fiona Patton voting to extend the state of emergency, voting to extend the disproportionate lockdown, the lockdown that has destroyed so many businesses, so many livelihoods, and has eroded our freedom. That's Fiona Patton. She's on the crossbench, and I dare say that she needs to be voted out of our parliament in due course.